get what you get.
What'd you say to me?
A New Jersey bus driver and passenger reportedly arrested for physical altercation that broke out after the passenger allegedly spit on the driver.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
You literally get what you get.
Yep.
Don't spit on people. That's nasty. And so disrespectful. What's more disrespectful to you? A slap in the face or a spit on the face?
I think they're both disrespectful, but I think I would say I don't know.
Oof.
I feel like a spit is more disrespectful.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean,
again, I think they're both disrespectful.
Right,
But I feel like a spit is like a slap is something that, you know, like we hit because we're fighting or like whatever. Or trying to intimidate you.
Right.
But I feel like spit is like trying to make you feel like you're beneath them and belittling them.
Yeah. You know what? I think I'm gonna agree with you. I think a spit, just because it's bodily fluid, and that's
gross.
nasty. So I can't even imagine. You know. Don't listen. Let me tell you that right now. Don't ever spit on me.
Unless it's my baby spit, like.
Okay, but like that's not like on purpose. I'm talking about something.
I know.
But I also think that a slap is just so disrespectful. Like this, so de novela, like.
Yeah.
You know, one of those.
Yeah, but again, I just feel like, okay, like a slap is like, oh, I have power over you.
Oh.
As to like, the spit is like, I don't know, more belittling. Like you're below me.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna spit on you the same way I could spit on the floor. Like you're just as much as the floor.
Oh no, not when you say it like that. Like you're beneath me. You're under the floor. You're like the floor.
I'm the floor.
I guess no. Yeah. I think the consensus over here is that spitting is more disrespectful than slapping.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments which one you think is way more
I
disrespectful.
forgot we were recording.
Are we? You press record.
Yes,
right?
I pressed record,
Okay,
but
good.
I forgot that we were having a conversation while recording.
Yeah. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready whenever you are.
Ready?
Ready.
All right, good enough to start. Welcome back to the We Should Know This podcast. I'm your host, Soph.
I'm your other host. I'm your other host, Anna. What the hell was that?
Because I usually say stuff, but I forgot to do the tongue, so I just went bleh at the end. So I'm your host, Soph. Yeah, but it's usually I'm your host, Soph.
Why don't I remember you doing that? I've
I've been doing that for like the past 3 or 4 episodes.
Really?
Promise. Look back on it. Wow, you don't watch our podcast.
I do watch it, but I've
Fake
never heard you
support.
like
fake support.
con la lengua fuera after.
Todo mundo con la lengua fuera, todo mundo.
Dale.
Dale que tú puedes. No, that's not the
my
same
dale
song.
sounded very gringo.
Oh, Dale.
No, it was like dale.
Ooh, Mama, you're Hispana. Relax. Anyway, how are we doing, Anna?
I'm tired. Today's a Monday, and Monday is Mondaying.
Mama, tell me about it.
Monday
needs to go back into bed and wake up on a Tuesday. Yes.
How about go back to bed and wake up like Friday?
Ooh, you know what? I'm okay with a Thursday. I'll be okay with a Thursday. Monday,
No,
Wednesday,
I want
Friday
it to be Friday
could go.
or Saturday because Saturday we're going to Disney. So
Yeah.
like let's just
You're
go back
right.
to sleep
And wake up for Disney Day.
Wake up for Disney Day. It's been a while. We need it.
Been a while.
I think mine has been longer than yours though.
Yes, absolutely.
I haven't been to Disney since farts.
That's embarrassing for you. What a fake
Okay.
fan.
Not a fake fan. I just don't have the time.
What a busy fan. You're a busy fan.
And you went what in April? You and Alex went in April.
We went in April.
That was the last time.
It was the best.
But yeah, anyway, today we have a lesson. Well, first of all, we hope that everyone enjoyed last week's episode where I did skincare.
My skincare. Fling, 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 fling.
Where she was left feeling like a baby's butt.
Right.
Her face was feeling
my
like
face. Right. I was just feeling like a straight up baby bottom.
Unless you're Matthew's butt. You don't want to feel like
Aw, that's a little popcorn booty. Leave him alone.
He's a little popcorn booty.
He just ran out of here saying, "Go, I pooped."
He pooped. He pooped in the toilet.
we
We're
love
on our routine now.
We're doing it.
Yes.
Hand claps for Matu.
We're on our routine and he poops in the toilet every day around the same time.
That's right. That's what routine and consistency is
Yeah.
about. And we love it. And we love Poopin' King.
Also, we might have to poop later because we are drinking some cacao.
Cow. Cheers.
Cheers.
Click. Thank you to La Furchanga of Palm Ave.
Palm Avenue. Thanks to Brian, actually, who bought us this.
Right. Big ups Brian, which is one of our most popular episodes.
Yes. Listen, I'm here for everyone's entertainment. If you watch the YouTube video, I'm literally flinging around in the backseat of Brian's car. And I know that sounds very inappropriate.
Very.
But
you gotta watch it. You gotta
you gotta watch it to find out.
We'll link it right up here. Bloop. So that you can.
I went to sleep that night, and in the middle of the night, I was tossing and turning. I was like, "Why am I so sore?"
Oh, maybe
and
because
then, like a week later, I have a big old bruise.
Maybe it was because the car beat you up.
Yeah, the car beat me up, basically.
Let this be a lesson to everyone to wear your seatbelts.
Don't do like I did.
Exactly. Do as she says, not what she does.
Anghang.
Anyway, we are back.
Who started that?
Who?
Anghang.
I think it was you and your friend.
Me and my friend. Andrea. It might have been Andrea. Sin, was it Andrea? Maybe it was Andrea.
Verify in the comments. Thank you. I believe it was Andrea who started all that.
Andrea,
y'all copied her.
Okay. Well, sorry.
Anyway, we are back with another lesson. Hooray! We have a whole audience for ourselves.
We've been doing very well. My teaching is exceptionally great.
Very well. Okay. I had a great time in the last lesson, and as you I don't know what I was gonna say. Anyway, so what are we doing? Do you want to teach or do you want to?
Give me 1 second because I sent myself the link from
my
my
God,
phone to here,
unprepared.
and for some reason I'm looking at a different link.
Cool.
I sent myself the wrong link, but I remember where it is.
Perfect. We will wait.
Okay.
As you can hear, I figured out the soundboard. And while Ana Luz is preparing for her lesson today,
I'm not preparing today.
as she is not ready, I'll tell you guys that I figured out the soundboard, and I'm very excited to have the two new sounds that you just heard. And the boo.
Boo. Found my link.
Okay, she found her link. So what do you want to do? Do you want to teach first or do you want to learn first?
I believe last lesson you taught first.
I sure did.
So I will teach first today.
Blessings.
Let us tell the people what you want to learn about today.
Perfect. So what I want to know about, when we were, first of all, backtrack. When we were younger, we used to watch a lot of animated films, right? And amongst those, I know, blasphemous as it may seem, some of them were not Disney films, right? Right. Shooketh. Where is it? No,
Perfect opportunity.
I don't have a bump, bump, bump.
Sorry.
Anyway, bump, bump, bump. And one of those films was Anastasia. If you remember the animated film Anastasia.
You know that I just realized that that's not Disney.
Well, technically, right now, I believe they bought the license, so she is technically a Disney princess.
But I was pretty sure.
But I'm talking about like last year. You know, like it's recent.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like when we were younger, we had the VHS, and I'm pretty sure that I saw the Disney logo on the thing.
Yeah, no, it was never Disney. It was never Disney. Igual que the Swan Princess.
I love this one, Princess.
Oh my goodness, we played out that VHS.
Yeah, we did.
Crazy. Highly recommend. 10 out of 10. So today I want to learn about the Romanov family, aka the family or what is based on Anastasia.
Yeah, that's what she wants to learn about today.
So I want to learn about the Romanov empire / family / what's happening with the people from the movie Anastasia.
Okay, so we're just gonna jump right in.
We're gonna just hop on in, guys. Hop on in.
Okay, so Anastasia and her family, the Romanov family, they're from Russia. There's a lot of Russian last names and cities that I cannot pronounce.
Right, we're not gonna pronounce them right, so don't judge us very harshly.
So I'm just letting everyone know from right now.
We're gonna try our very best to sound it out because we did hooked on phonics when we were little. Perfect.
Okay, so we're just gonna start.
Cool.
On who is Anastasia? How do you say it?
Anastasia,
Anastasia or is it Anastasia?
I que sé yo, bro. For the sake of our podcast, we're going to call her Anastasia.
Okay, Anastasia. And her last name is Nikolaevna.
Nikolaevna.
Yeah,
say it
maybe
Russian.
you say it like that.
Pero say
I
it
can't do that.
Pero try it,
From Petrodvorets, Russia.
I'm not going to help you with that because I don't know.
It's a town near St. Petersburg, Russia.
Okay,
there's
St.
St. Petersburg,
Petersburg,
Florida, and there's St. Petersburg, Russia.
Perfect. Just two polar opposites.
Okay, so she was born in 1901.
1901.
Anastasia's mother was Princess Alex of somewhere.
Perfect.
I can't pronounce the names.
Sound it out,
So we're
guy.
just going to... Hesse Darmstadt.
Perfect.
Okay.
It sounds right. Like
I
I'm
don't
not gonna correct you.
She is also, her mom is also known as Alexandra Feodorovna.
Whoa! Look at it's the hand. It helps.
It's the hand.
Dorovna.
Okay. Who became known as Empress Alexandra after her marriage.
Beautiful.
Anastasia's father was Nicholas II, who was Russia's final Tsar?
No. Czar.
Tsar. You see, I don't know.
See, some words I know. Czar.
Okay. Who was Russia's final Tsar.
Right.
And part of the Romanov dynasty that had ruled the country for 3 centuries. Anastasia's parents were married in late 1894, shortly after her grandfather, Tsar Alexander III, died of kidney disease, and then her father inherited the throne.
That makes sense.
Anastasia had 4 siblings. She had 3 older sisters named Olga, I'm going to say them like
Hey,
Olga, Tatiana,
uh-huh.
and Maria.
Dale.
They have
Tatiana.
the most Hispanic names I've
Absolutely.
ever heard for Russians.
Well,
Actually, Olga is kind of Russian. Let me shut
Olga
up.
is kind of Russian. I think we adopted it from them.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know. I don't want to offend anybody.
And then they had her younger brother, Alexei.
Alexei.
That's how we're going to say it. Because I don't know how you say what sounds like Alexei in English. Alexei?
Alexei. We knew an Alexei once.
Alexei, who was the heir to the throne after
Right.
he was the only boy.
Blah, blah, blah.
In her younger years, Anastasia received her education from her mom, aka homeschooled, who taught the girl spelling and prayers. As she grew older, Anastasia was assigned a Swiss tutor. Anastasia and Maria, which is one of her sisters, were looked after by a governess, while the older sisters were cared for by the mother's lady-in-waiting, basically her maid.
Got it.
Now, that is Anastasia's family. And we're going to go into why the whole Romanov family is like a whole story. So the Romanov family was a very tight-knit family who lived very happily in their palace until Nicholas II, which is his dad. He generated increasing public hostility during World War I. In 1917, as soldiers launched a mutiny.
I thought this was going to take place in the 1800s.
No, this is in the 19th century, ma'am. Homegirl was born in 1901.
Wow. Our great-grandmother was born in 1902.
Yeah.
Aida was born in 1902.
Aita could have been Anastasia. Just kidding. She was born in
We're
Cuba, not Russia.
princesses.
Stupid.
We're not.
Okay, so he grew a lot of public hostility during World War I. Mm-hmm. And as soldiers launched a mutiny, they began seizing royal property.
Alabas a Dios.
So Nicholas II agreed to abdicate the throne
Okay.
in hopes of preventing a Russian civil war.
So basically leave the throne.
Mm-hmm. So Anastasia and her family were then exiled to the Ural Mountains.
Ooh. It just sounds ugly.
And basically placed under house arrest. So they were like in hiding, whatever.
Right, okay.
But didn't work in their favor. So unfortunately, a civil war could not be prevented.
Right.
So on July 16th, 1918, this is 17 years later,
Alabas a Dios.
as Bolsheviks,
I don't know. That sounded really close to another word.
led by Vladimir Lenin, fought to replace the imperial rule with a new communist regime. Sorry, I have a lot of phlegm.
No, I think it's the cacao, bro. It's a little nibbies.
Maybe. Okay, so the Romanov family was awoken
Right.
and told to get dressed. This was like in the middle of the night. On orders of the Supreme Soviet Council of Russia, Yakov Yudovsky, which was the
Yakov.
El Comandante,
El Comandante.
the Special House of Purpose,
Of
they led Anastasia and her family down to the basement.
Okay.
Under the pretext that they were to be protected from the impeding chaos advancing to
the house.
the war. The family was was on their way down to the basement. They were met by a group of executioners who opened fire on Anastasia, her parents and siblings, and a few family remaining, and some of the servants and her pet dog.
Oh, no, not the dog.
Remind me to tell you a story about a dog later. Okay.
Oh, no.
It's pretty bad.
Not in this. No, I don't want it. Not
It's
in
sad,
this
it's
context.
sad.
No,
Okay.
I don't want it.
Listen, shut up. Okay, so
Is it about that makeup girl who lost her dog? Shut up.
Did you see it today?
I saw
She's
it,
not
yes.
a makeup girl.
She-
She's from TikTok and she likes to eat. Like she'll
Right,
travel and eat.
right. I thought it was a makeup girl.
But did you hear the story?
Stop. I don't.
Did you hear the
Yes,
story?
the way that I would murder her father.
The way that you would murder yours.
100% in a heartbeat. He's going to jail.
He would never do that though.
No, he won't.
He doesn't like the dog, but he will never do that.
No, he won't do that. He'll know better. Whatever, continue.
Back-
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah. Okay, so the Romanov legacy seemed to have been silenced forever in the cold basement of
This is going to be so good.
Yekaterinburg.
What did you just say? That sounds like a Cuban.
Trying to paraphrase.
Sounds like a Cuban name from Biggies.
Yekaterinburg. Russia. You're so stupid. I don't know how you say it in Russian.
Dame un cafecito ahí.
It says Yekaterinburg.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's how it's
See
properly.
See how you said it, and it sounds like
I was trying to paraphrase.
like a part of the country.
Yeah.
Sounds like a person that works at Biggie's Spaghetti.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was funny.
Okay, so Anastasia was born in 1901, and they were all murdered
Cool.
in 1918. So she was only 17.
Pobrecita.
Okay, so the mystery of the story is that in the following years, after the murder, speculation arose as to whether Anastasia and her brother survived the execution.
Right.
Because rumors circulated that they were shielded from the bullets by family jewels that had been sewn into their clothes for safekeeping.
Oh my goodness.
So Anastasia's fate was particularly prone to the conjectures as a number of women claiming to be the Grand Duchess periodically surfaced. Of course, they don't know if she's actually dead or if she survived. So over the years, a bunch of women come up to,
I'm Anastasia.
I'm Anastasia, and like, give me her inheritance.
Wow. Trash.
Okay, so among one of those is a woman named Anna Anderson,
Wow, she's American.
a.k.a. Franziska Skanskovska,
Sounds so funny.
who beginning in the early 1920s fought to prove herself the right claimant of Anastasia's inheritance.
Uh-oh.
And Anderson's suit was rejected in 1970. And the mystery of the Grand Duchess Anastasia remained unresolved. What are you doing?
Sorry, your brother's asking me for candy.
You're here.
I know, but whatever. Sorry.
Okay, so Anastasia's dubious whereabouts inspired books, plays,
Right.
movies, including the Academy Award-winning film starring legendary actress Ingrid Bergman.
I didn't know they had a live action.
Yeah.
Our fact checker's not here today.
Our fact checker's not here today. She has abandoned us today. Just
It's
kidding.
okay.
It's her nephew's birthday.
Happy birthday, Jaden.
Happy birthday, Jaden. Okay, so in the 1970s, an amateur archaeologist found a shallow grave containing the well-aged skeletons of 6 adults and 3 children. He suppressed these findings from the public until the Soviet Union collapsed in the early 1990s, so like
That's
around
right.
you were born.
Wow.
A forensic investigation in 1991 identified the 9 bodies as belonging to Anastasia's family members and servants, but Anastasia's body and her brother's were still missing. This is 1991.
Wow. That was like right there.
In 2007, a new DNA analysis of another grave discovered near the first one conclusively identified Anastasia and Alexei's bodies, closing the door to the nearly 90-year mystery and speculation. So up until like maybe like a few years ago, they didn't know.
We still don't know who it was. So what
Had
happened?
she still been alive today, she would have been 120.
Yeah, no, she wouldn't have survived that. Anyway.
Obviously.
Pero somebody, maybe she would have had a kid or something. Wow. So what happens to the Romanov Empire?
So the Romanov Empire, I have that here.
Perfect.
Just give me a second, cause
No, take your time, guys, since you're so prepared.
Stupida. You're texting your brother anyway.
Well, you're reading, so
Okay. Okay, so is there anyone in the Romanov bloodline still alive?
right.
Yes. There's actually many Romanovs alive today. However, the direct line of Nicholas II, which is their dad, was killed during the Russian Revolution,
Right.
and no Romanov has holds of actual power in Russia. It died there.
So literally died.
But there's a lot of people from the Romanov family. Obviously, I guess aunts and uncles and all of them survived all of that, and continued to procreate.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So technically, the animated film is loosely based on this one story, because she's a lost girl pretty much, and she doesn't remember her.
So I'm gonna tell you some facts.
Friggin' Rasputin.
He comes up here.
Rasputin.
So, like I said, she died at 17 years old.
Right.
So then there was 11 executors entered and started firing. Anastasia and her family and the servants all died. Anastasia was only 17 years old, and the brother, I think, was like 10 or something.
But see, dope.
Yeah, they're really
That's mean.
crappy. Okay, so I have some I guess like facts, I guess, about Anastasia. You're still entering your brother.
Bro, mind your damn business.
Okay, listen. So Anastasia was born in June. She was the 4th daughter of Tsar Nicholas,
Right.
and Tsarina Alexandra, because it says to sorry.
What?
Whatever.
Is it Zarina?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it says Tsarina.
Okay, I guess.
Tsarina Alexandra.
This just sounds like too easy. Like Tsar and Zarina.
So when she was born, her parents and her extended family were disappointed that she was a girl, because they had hoped that there was a son who would become the heir of the throne.
How disrespectful. Yo.
Eventually, they go on to have the boy, but this is what I learned about the boy. Here we go. He suffered from a disease called hemophilia, which stops the blood from clotting. So if he was cut or bruised, he could bleed to death.
Right. Almost like a diabetic.
Always when he was younger, he was always kept inside.
Sí, claro.
So she would spend a lot of time with her brother inside.
Because she was the reject. Oh, no.
And then because he was born with a disease, he was like basically like dethroned. He couldn't receive the heir. He couldn't be heir to the throne because of his sickness.
Pobrecito. My God, he died disappointed.
So some other facts about Anastasia is Anastasia was a bit of a tomboy. We know that.
We know that from the movie, obviously.
She loved practical jokes. I think we know that from the movie too.
I don't remember. I don't, honestly.
She was also gentle and spent time with her dogs and her brother because he was not allowed to be outside. She shared a room with one of her sisters, Maria, and she slept at an army camp bed. Anastasia spoke English and Russian. Anastasia's Russian was like machucao because she had no contact with the outside world, so she couldn't communicate her language with other people. Here's where Raputin comes in, because Anastasia's mother was desperate to find a cure for the son.
Right.
She had heard that Raputin could help her. And turns out that no, he was
no.
just mostly drunk all the time.
Sí, claro.
And
No,
people
he,
were like,
he
"Yeah,
was the
no."
worst. And like he, what's it called? Wasn't he like a witch?
Yeah, she says that she in the article it says that she heard that he was a holy man
Wizard.
and that he would be able to help her. But no, he couldn't.
Wow. That sucks. They all died.
They also talk about how Anastasia had a foot deformity, which is basically she had bunions, but like really young.
He didn't want anything. She could buy this thing on the TikTok shop where she just puts it on her toe and
Stupid. She says that it says here that she got it from her aunt, which is Alexandria's sister, also named Olga. So I assume they named the
kid after the kid,
the
after the
daughters
lady.
after the mom, the sister.
wow, hint, hint, you should name your daughter after me. Thank you.
I'll think about it. Also, because we know in the movie, because they did really well, Anastasia was short and she was plump. She wasn't like
Thickums.
she wasn't like flaquita. I think in the movie they put her more flaquita than what she actually was.
Obviously, it's an animated film.
Anastasia had blue eyes and reddish blonde hair, and she was lively and mischievous with a stubborn streak and a quick sense of humor. That I remember from the movie.
Sí, claro.
Like her character and how she was. They did very well in
The animated film. Wonderful.
Yeah.
That sucks. That's not wonderful. That sucks.
Yeah. I think it sucks that, she died very young.
Yeah. But, so they discovered the graves of her and Alexei after they discovered the whole family?
Yeah.
Within the same year? Because what if they died,
No.
like, after?
No. So,
Were they
the
the
family's
same-
grave was found in 1991, and Anastasia and Alexei's were found in 2007.
Right, but here's my thing. The decomposition of the body was at the same rate? Because that means it would have been buried at the same time.
I think that they all died at the same time. I just think that in that moment, the executors hid them in different places, and they didn't find Anastasia and Alexei till after.
Got it. Okay, that makes sense. Terrible.
Also, I don't remember this in the movie, but it does hear that she was in love to a young man named John Cusack.
Cusack?
Cusack.
Like
Maybe
the
it was
actor?
Cusack. Maybe. His name was Dimitri.
Dimitri, that is from the movie.
Dimitri, a young con man,
Yes.
former servant of the Romanovs, and Anastasia's love interest.
Pobrecitos.
I assume that in the movie, John Cusack is the one that plays Dimitri. Is John Cusack the name of the actor?
I don't know.
I don't have my phone because we're using it to record.
John Cusack.
It says, John Cusack as Dimitri, a young con man.
Yeah.
So he was played.
Yeah, he played Dimitri in Anastasia.
So Dimitri is her man's.
Yeah, he plays this guy. Dimitrios. Wow.
So yeah, she was in love at 17. Cute.
Claro. Young love.
Back in the days, being in love at 17 is a lot different than being in love at 17 nowadays.
That is extremely true and terrifying.
Because 17-year-olds in love today,
That's not real.
they're stupid.
Yeah, it's not real.
No, I wouldn't say it's not real. It's just whatever.
Some call it puppy love.
So yeah, that's our lesson on the Romanov family.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. That was very informative and very eye-opening. That sucks. I didn't know that it was so tragic, their ending.
Yeah.
Just like, you know how you told me about Marie Antoinette. I didn't know about all that.
Oh yeah. A lot happened
Justice for Marie Antoinette.
there. Yeah, and justice for Anastasia.
Yeah, seriously. But nothing
I
ever
should have rewatched that movie.
I think we're going to
Is it on Disney Plus?
It might be.
I don't know actually.
You know what? It might be because I told you they put the license out.
I have my computer, so I'm gonna check.
Look it up.
Is Anastasia... First of all, is Anastasia a Disney princess? Yes.
She is.
Anastasia is considered a Disney princess. The 1997 an animated film Anastasia became available on Disney Plus
Okay, don't look at me like that.
after Disney acquired 20th Century Fox
Yeah.
in 2009. So in December 2020, Forbes reported that Anastasia was now a Disney princess, joining other favorites like Jasmine and Rapunzel. However, some say that owning the rights to the fairy tale doesn't automatically make Anastasia a Disney princess.
Okay, so then it doesn't make Princess Leia also a Disney princess. She is a princess, but not a Disney princess, if that's that you want to get technical. Leave Anastasia alone. She is a Disney princess. She deserves this.
The thing is that I feel like in the movie, there's a lot of other stuff that goes on because, and it says here, Anastasia is about a young girl who travels from Russia to Paris. So she eventually goes back to Russia because she dies there.
Well, yeah, it's not really based on a true story. They just assume.
To find out if she's a lost princess.
Yeah. I remember the grandmother, the little music box with the little ballerina. There's a little bat. And I kicked her, sir.
She's technically a Disney princess, but she isn't part of that specific franchise simply because she hasn't been chosen as one.
I choose Princess Anastasia. Yo, just leave it alone. She's a Disney princess. What do you think?
Sure.
Okay.
They can all be.
You just don't care.
I do want to rewatch that. I feel like I haven't seen that in such a long time.
I think we're going to both watch it tonight.
Yeah.
At some point. What a good idea. Thank you, Anna. That was a wonderful lesson.
You're so welcome.
Always so good. What a wonderful teacher. Guys, tell her that this should have been her career, but whatever.
Oh, no. We already went through this.
You could do virtual school. You could just literally meet them.
Oh, no. I get so frustrated. Do you remember how we used to get frustrated with the kids on Zoom when we were trying to do youth service? And these are teenagers. Imagine little kids.
Go to adults like college or something.
No.
Okay, cool. Anna, so now it's my turn. What do you want to learn about?
So, if some of you guys may remember, in our last lesson, we were talking about colors of fireworks. I remember we went into the topic of discussion about, like, is water blue, like when it's on the pool, or is the sky blue because it's a reflection of what the water looks like? Like, why is it blue? Why does the water come out blue when it's when a pool is filled? Not necessarily with any chemicals in it.
Right.
So that's what I want to know. Is the sky actually blue? Is water actually blue?
Right. Very good questions, Anna. Well, no. Short answer, no.
The short answer is no.
So I will be answering this in two parts. So one of them is why is the water blue? And then the other one, why is the sky blue? Okay. So in two parts. So we'll start off with the ocean, with the water. The ocean is blue because the water absorbs colors in the red part of the light spectrum. So that's the short answer of that. So when you think about light or you think about the sunlight, it shines bright white.
Okay.
But when you put it through something called a prism, have you seen a prism? It basically breaks down what that white light is, which is all of the colors of the rainbow. Red, orange.
Yeah.
Roy G. Biv. So if you think about it like a filter, this leaves behind the colors of the blue parts of the spectrum for us to see.
Oh, okay.
Right? So sometimes the ocean may take on colors like green or red or other hues as the light bounces off of either floating sediments or particles in the water. So although a glass of water is going to appear clear, as visible as the light visibly goes through it, there's nothing stopping it from going through it. You'll see the glass straight through. With little to no obstruction, a body of water is so deep, or it's deep enough that there's no light bouncing off of the ground to reach back up. So all you see is the blue. You get me? It's like there's nothing to reflect, so all that appears is blue.
Yeah.
So most of the ocean, however, it's completely dark.
Yeah.
Just
scary.
Very scary.
Scary.
Hardly any light penetrates deeper than 656 feet.
Okay.
Right. Very scary, sir. And then absolutely no light penetrates deeper than 3,280 feet.
I'm
never going to be that deep in the water.
I don't even want to be 6 feet deep in the water.
I don't want to be 4 feet deep in the water because sharks.
Yeah.
No, thank you. I'm a petite 5'3", so 4 feet is too close to my neck.
We're going on a family trip soon to the beach, and
My ankles are
Sophie
gonna be in
refuses
the
to get
beach.
into the ocean.
My ankles are gonna be in the water. No,
Yeah,
thank
just her ankles and Matsu's ankles. That's it.
Yeah, no, we're gonna just agüita por aquí, un poquito, just to get a suntan and get to the pool. So to answer your question, the ocean is not blue because it reflects the sky.
Okay.
Right.
I guess. I don't
So-
know where I read that or
That's
where
okay.
I heard that from. Where like that was the thing,
Probably some fake news on TikTok.
or like because the sky is blue because it reflects blue water.
No, wrong.
Because if you look at the map, the world is supposed
The
to be
world
like
map.
blue.
Yeah, because it's mostly ocean.
I know.
So it's just a representation of what blue is.
Right. I know. Now I know that.
Right, now you know that because you didn't know that before.
No.
Okay, so now we'll answer the other question is why is the sky blue? So the sky is blue because of almost the same thing as the ocean.
Okay.
The whole thing. It all has to do with light
Yeah.
and the sun. So like the light from the sun comes, beams down onto the earth, and then, which means that all the colors are coming with it. You know, see, white light comes,
Yeah.
everybody comes with it. So as it is shining onto the earth, that light is interrupted by gases or the atmospheric particles. So if you think about the light, it's coming into the earth and it's being stopped or filtered by particles and gases in the atmosphere, right? Therefore, they scatter the light into short little wavelengths. So think about light as energy, and the colors are different waves, right? And colors are different waves. So when we see the color red, that means that the waves have wider peaks. So it'll be like and like really long.
Yeah.
So that's red, starting at red.
Red.
When you think about blue, or when you see blue, it's
It's faster.
faster, right? And therefore scattering the light into shorter wavelengths. So where's the other one? Okay, so when the light hits the earth and hits the atmospheric gases and all of those things, it causes the light to scatter into short little wavelengths, therefore causing the color blue, right? And more choppy waves. That's what we call them, choppy waves.
Yeah.
So as the light is coming here, it hits the thingy-majiggy and scatters, so blue,
Right.
right? And since there's so much gases and so much stuff, all you're going to get is blue. The red and the oranges don't come through because of all of the blue in the atmosphere because it's hitting it.
Right.
You got me? So, yes, you can actually see the light coming through made up of different colors because of the prism. So then when you think about sunset, you're like, but it's orange.
Yeah,
now.
it's like orangey pink.
So as the sun gets closer to the earth or closer to the atmosphere to reach you, obviously because it's coming down closer to us, it scatters more of the blue. So more blue is going away, therefore letting more of the red and orange through.
Yeah.
So if we think about the atmosphere, which is what we're surrounded by, it's a good thing because the red and the oranges are very, very harmful, or the UV rays, right? So, however, if the whole sky is glowing red, that's a sign that there's dust and pollution or particles in the air that are scattering all the blue light and therefore making even more red skies. So the really pretty pink skies and the red skies and the orange skies, not necessarily that great. It's more harmful.
Yeah.
Right? So according to NASA, okay, my source, NASA has a satellite in space that monitors the particles that they call aerosols, which are what's in our atmosphere. And then that information is sent to the forecasters to tell us if the air quality is even safe to breathe in. Right. So in general, blue skies means really, really good news.
Okay.
Did you understand?
Yeah.
Cool. Because it blew my mind watching that little kid video about why is the sky blue? I was just like, impressive.
Cool.
NASA was my source.
NASA was your source.
So the color
you,
blue
NASA.
has to do with the light and the energy coming off the light and the waves.
Okay. So water is not actually blue.
Correct.
It's clear.
It is clear, but then there's an absence of light. There's an absence of. There's too many things in the way for it to be anything else.
Yeah. That makes sense, actually.
You get it?
Yeah.
It took me forever. Good for you, bud.
But it makes sense. As to like, you can only see the water being blue,
right,
or the sky being blue, like when the sun's out, when
right.
there's light. When there's no light, I can't tell what color they
That's right,
are.
because there's technically no color. So if you think about it, if you're going deeper into space, it's no longer blue. It's black.
Yeah.
There's absolutely nothing there because of the lack of light.
Yeah. Cool.
So that is why the sky is blue and the ocean
Thank you
is blue.
so much.
That was very short. I do apologize.
Why?
I don't know.
That was a good lesson. It's
Okay.
short and sweet and to the point.
Short, sweet, and to the point.
Mine's mostly a story, so that's why it takes longer.
Okay, well, still apologize. Anyway, so that is why the sky is blue and the ocean is blue.
Love that.
And that's why you should never put children in blue bathing suits because that is dangerous.
Yes,
They
I
get lost in the
actually
sauce.
read that.
They get lost in the sauce.
I actually read that somewhere where there's like it's almost like a graph that'll show you like what kids' swimsuits colors looks best when you're underwater. Right. So blue and green are definitely not. And even neon is actually at a risk. Like you can hardly see. Grays and blacks, nope. They actually recommend like orange, hot pink, red, like those colors.
Very high contrast because you'll be able to differentiate between the blues and the reds from the water.
Sounds like I need to buy Mateo new.
Sounds like he's getting a brand new bathing suit for Le Coco.
Yeah.
And his mom.
For me and his hat. I was going to buy him a neon green hat, but like now I don't know if that is shipping.
Hot pink is really in the fashion.
Yeah.
Or
Red
just
or
orange. That's right. Listen, he wears pink.
Yeah. So if you ever go to the beach and yourself too, not just
kids. Just be safe, be aware.
Yeah.
And
the only thing that you can see underwater that's dark is like un tiburón.
Yeah, no, we don't mess with those.
Because you can see the dark gray like under.
Well, yeah, it's like a big old shadow.
Yeah.
No. No, please.
I really hope we don't encounter that at all.
Or a jellyfish. Those just ruin your day.
Yeah.
It's just I don't
How about when you go to the beach, look at the flags.
Right. Yes.
Look at what they mean.
Lay next to a lifeguard. Yeah.
That happened to a TikToker recently. Her kids were in the water in Florida.
Of course it did.
There is no signs. She showed proof that there is no signs about flags or what the flag colors mean.
Right.
You see the flags up, but there's no signs as to like, oh, watch out for this or watch out. This is what the flag colors mean. So her and her husband were on the shore, and then they can see that their kids are like screaming. And when they see, their kids were basically drowning.
No.
Because there was such high like riptide and like currents.
No.
So they ran. They booked it. Obviously, they were able to grab, because there's 3 of them. They were able to grab all the kids. And then people were like, oh, like, why aren't you looking out for flags and this and that? She's like, she showed proof everywhere in the video, everywhere she recorded. She went back to the beach and everything, and you can't see anything about what the flag colors mean, or like look out for signs for like, you know, like high currents and all that stuff.
No. See, that is absolutely terrifying. Riptides. The ocean is terrifying. We really shouldn't be messing with it. Leave it alone. Leave it to the animals. They belong there. No. I don't think. No. Are you beach bums and like fake mermaids?
Yeah, we're not beach people.
We're not those people.
Our mom is, which is why we're going, but
she's okay. It's fine. It will be fine. It will be fine. And if we encounter a shark, we're just leaving.
Yeah, we're gonna leave. We're not that far from.
Yeah, we're gonna just pack up and go. We're gonna sit around and wait for something to happen. Right. So anyway, that was your episode. That was your lessons for the day. Thank you guys so much for supporting us. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and put the little bell notification so you know every single time we post.
Yes. And stay tuned for next week's episode. We have a different episode. It's sort of lesson-ish, but kind of like with a twist.
Right.
So look out for that. And if you're listening to us, we appreciate to all of our listeners. Give us 5 stars and 5 stars only. Or if not, you know what's up.
You know what's up. He's going to come
Mateo's
up to you. And
coming
he's going
for
to punch
you
you in your face.
And of course, again, we appreciate the listening, but let's go watch our YouTube.
Our YouTubes.
Our YouTubes.
Thank you guys so much. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.